welcome to a very special video on From Software's newly announced title, Blood Borne. I spent the last week and a half getting as much information as I could to jam into one big video. Before we get into that, let's take a look at the E3 trailer and some footage that's appeared on YouTube over the past week and a half, starting right now. Alright, so that trailer was okay, but why they chose to go with this one and not the one I'm about to show you right now is well beyond me, but I digress. Let's go ahead and play the trailer that they should have shown right now. Now that was awesome. Why they didn't show that at E3, rather than that CG trailer they showed off, I have no clue, but they should have, because that would have got me a lot more hyped than that CG trailer. We first start off by saying I apologize if you hear like a humming in the background. My fan is on. It's hot as hell over here on the East Coast, and I'm trying to stay cool, so bear with me, please. Beyond that, let's go ahead and get on to the info. Let me first start this off by saying that Hidetaka Miyazaki is back. That's the man responsible for both the first Demon Souls, came out in 2009, and the first Dark Souls that came out in 2011. He is back as the director of Blood Borne. This news to me is fantastic. I'm very happy he's back. Dark Souls 2 to me was a great game. It felt like a Souls game, and they did make some improvements. But I personally could tell that Miyazaki was not at the helm. It just felt different as far as the atmosphere goes. I'm not sure if anybody out there feels the same way, but I felt that way. And I'm glad he's back. I hope that Blood Borne brings back that atmosphere and that feeling, especially for the very first game of Demon Souls. Which brings me to my next point. Some people might be wondering out there if it is a PlayStation 4 exclusive and they are working with Japan Studio, why it isn't an exact direct sequel to Demon Souls, such as Demon Souls 2. I'm not sure the exact reason, but I remember reading an article in the past. Hidetaka Miyazaki said that he never intended for the Soul series to have like numbered sequels. He said that right around the time Dark Souls 2 came out. And what he meant by that is that he always wanted like spiritual successors, games that felt the same, but they had their own world, their own atmosphere, their own characters, their own story. And that's partially the reason why I think he wasn't involved as much in Dark Souls 2. With all that being said, let's move on to the facts. The very game itself of Blood Borne takes place in a cursed city known as Yharnam. Inside the city itself, a sickness has broken out, transforming a lot of the citizens into these deformed beasts, such as the werewolves that you see in the trailer and whatnot. I'm sure there'll be other beasts that they transform into. The citizens that haven't transformed apparently have this unquenchable bloodlust. They travel around the cities and towns in like large mobs looking for outsiders, the people that aren't from the city, to attack and to prey on. And that outsider part is where our character itself comes in. Some fans out there have already shown concern that there's going to be like one, just like Dark Souls 2, there's only going to be like one main antagonist where you can't really change his armor or his weapon. Miyazaki's already shut that down, and he said there will be a full customization character, so you can create your own character. There will be multiple armors and multiple weapons, so it's not just that one thing that flips out to like a blade, a halberd, and a dagger, and all that stuff. Although he was using that in the demo he was playing. On his other hand, he had a shotgun, and apparently this doesn't do much damage, especially at long range. Apparently it's only like a kickback weapon. In this game, apparently there's going to be a lot of mobs, big, huge mobs that are very aggressive, and you're going to need this shotgun or weapon similar to it to essentially give you some room, some leeway to get them off of you. Sounds pretty cool. I'm looking forward to it. As far as atmosphere goes, the vibe that I picked up was a very gothic / dark fantasy type game, very 19th century, which is what they were trying to aim for. Also a little bit of Van Helsing Castlevania-ish. My mind is just racing with the bosses that could be in this game, possibly a Frankenstein, a Dracula. Obviously there's werewolves in the game, maybe some Medusas, maybe a Grim Reaper. I don't know, it's pretty crazy right now. As far as facts go, in the article they say that, I quote, "If you remember the Tower of Latria level in Demon Souls, that's the kind of atmosphere we want to create with Blood Borne." That, in my opinion, is a great idea, because that was, in my opinion, the coolest level at all of Demon Souls. Very goth, very dark. Gargoyles and shit flying around. It's freaking awesome. So I hope they stick with that. From all the footage I've seen so far, it looks like they're doing a good job, and I can't wait to see more. Much like the previous games, players will be rewarded for their exploration, and similar to the very first Dark Souls, how like as you got further into the game, you would unlock shortcuts that led back to like Firelink Shrine into earlier areas, as like the Undead Burg and whatnot. He said that has been confirmed. It will be in Blood Borne 2. I think in the demo that he played, he also did unlock like a bridge that led back to like the town square or something like that. So that's pretty cool. It's like a throwback to the original Dark Souls, which is what I prefer rather than bonfire warping all over the fucking place. But I digress. Another thing that I found interesting was that there's going to be like unique summoning options. Apparently during the demo that Miyazaki played, there was this NPC was fighting like a giant beast, like a werewolf, and he had an option to either help the NPC out or just walk by him as he distracted the beast and just continue on your way up into like the boss door and whatnot. Miyazaki didn't help him out. He just, to save time, he just kept going and fought the boss, but he later revealed that if he did help that NPC out, that I guess that character would have summoned automatically, or maybe you could have summoned him like Sif, like his summon sign would have been on the door or some shit like that. That sounds pretty cool. It reminded me a lot of Resident Evil 4, there was a wolf stuck in like a bear trap, and if you could either walk by him or help him out of the bear trap, and if you did help him, there's this big giant El Gante fucker that you have to fight later on in the game, and if you help that wolf out, he would return the favor and he would help you out in that boss fight. That's sort of the vibe I got from that when he said that. As far as summoning other players, he didn't really confirm or deny that. I'm pretty sure he said some sort of summoning is going to work, but they're working out the mechanics. Alright, that's pretty much going to wrap up this video for now. All the info that I have. I will leave a link in the description to a article from Polygon from their E3 press conference of all the info that I got. I highly recommend that you read it, especially if you're a Souls fan. In there is filled out with a lot of information about the game, including everything that I said, plus more. And yeah, that's pretty much going to wrap up this video. Blood Borne is definitely my most anticipated game for next year. It'll be the reason I pick up a PlayStation 4, as I'm sure many other people. I hope you guys found this video informative. Please like, comment, subscribe, leave any feedback in the comments, and if there's any more Blood Borne news that drops that's like really big, I'll do my best to try to do a video on it. Let me know if anybody in the comments liked the new intro. Bye bye.